Okay, so YouTube, I wanted to talk about a major thing that happened this morning, and that was the announcement of Deshaun Watson and the fact that he is now up for trade from the Houston Texans. Now, let me get this turned just a little bit. That doesn't really come as a surprise because everyone was kind of expecting him to be traded. Like the fact that, he wasn't either going to report he was going to hold out until he was traded. The Texans were set on not trading him and all those things. But then, the NFLPA passed something to where it's like, you get a $50,000 fine every day that you don't show up to training camp. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. So, basically he showed up, but he's still wanting to be traded. And this morning, Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelleresso, don't know how to pronounce that exactly. Well, they tweeted that Deshaun Watson is, in fact, on the trading block, but the asking price of Deshaun Watson is apparently reported, 5 high draft picks. So more than likely, it's going to contain a first rounder. And I don't know who's going to offer that many draft picks, especially if it's high draft picks. Deshaun Watson is a heck of a player. But, 5 high round draft picks. Come on. They're probably wanting a first rounder. I would say like 2 second rounders and maybe 2 thirds. But, that's a lot to give up. And I don't know. There was reports a couple days ago that the Eagles were in the best position to trade for him. But here's the thing. I believe Deshaun Watson has a no trade clause in his contract. So if he requests to trade, it doesn't mean that the team has to trade him. That's why they haven't, But if the team wants to trade him and they're willing to take offers to trade him, then they can get around the no trade clause. But just because a player requests it, and if they have a no trade clause in their contract, the team doesn't have to do it. But he was like wanting to hold out until he was traded. Now, according to a bunch of sources that have been on this for a long time, the Broncos are like at the top of Deshaun Watson's list, but the Eagles apparently are going to be like the biggest shoppers for Deshaun Watson. They are, I guess, not as high as some people believed on Jalen Hurts. So, and I'm not really big on Jalen Hurts. I think he's going to be decent. He hasn't really had the opportunity to prove himself, but coming from a fantasy standpoint, if he's traded to the Broncos, that's an immediate Super Bowl contending team, I believe, and that's going to upgrade their team dramatically. If he's traded to the Eagles, that doesn't make the Eagles a Super Bowl contender, in my opinion. It'd be just like another form of the Texans. And I don't think that Deshaun Watson would want to go to the Eagles, but not like he's going to have a choice if the team decides to trade him. They'll trade him to whoever they want. But the top of his list is apparently the Broncos. Now, I don't believe he's on good standing with the Texans management, so why would they trade him to a team he wants to go to? I don't know. But imagine the Broncos with a guy like Deshaun Watson, immediate Super Bowl contenders, but imagine the Eagles with a guy like Deshaun Watson. They'll be a lot better, but they're not going to be Super Bowl contenders, I don't think. But you guys tell me what you think down in the comments below, because I just don't buy it. I don't buy the Eagles hype around it. I know that they're probably going to make offers and push for him, and they might offer a lot. But if he goes to the Eagles, they're not going to be a Super Bowl contender, in my opinion. But Deshaun Watson is officially on the trade block per Ian Rappaport.